I'm Paul,
I'm Steve.
and it's Shelfie time. Okay, so today's Shelfie is we're gonna talk about Algernon Blackwood's The Man Who Effed Around, also known as The Man Who Found Out. Uh, as you might know, Steve has sort of become a Blackwood junkie, and so he was camping recently and decided he wanted to read The Willows. We're gonna do. We've already talked about The Willows through the magic of editing. So today we're going to talk about a shorter one, one that I think is like a early form of it's like the early outline, cliff notes, or prototype for cosmic horror. Before, which you may have noticed, Steve, you may have noticed while reading The Man Who Found Out that there might be some similarities between the quaintness of this story and the cosmic dread of Lovecraft.
Oh yeah.
So The Man Who Found Out basically tells the story of a man who found out.
And I promise you, this particular episode will probably be longer than it would take you to read it.
Yeah,
it's one of the shortest short stories, yet it still has chapters.
Short.
I love that.
Yeah, it's got chapters. It has a number of characters. And the other thing I love about it, after about the fourth or fifth time I read it, I'm like, this thing seems like, and we'll get to it. Don't worry, kids. With all these characters and all the matter-of-fact way everything is laid out, it almost seems like we tuned into an episode of something.
Oh yeah.
Like all these characters are like the hypnotist that he visits at the end towards the end of the story. It's like that famed hypnotist.
He's the same hypnotist that did that other thing in the other episode.
And maybe he is. I don't know. I haven't read a ton of Blackwood's shorter short stories. So, that's Shadow, our newest delinquent. So nice. I haven't read a number of his smaller stuff. I've mostly read the bigger things like Willows and, of course, the Wendigo, which are like his two biggest stories. But I think that The Man Who Found Out is a great little microcosm short story. So why don't you tell us about The Man Who Found Out, Steve?
All right. Yeah, it's like if you had an idea, like he had this idea, and he's like, it's an idea, and I don't want to spend the time it's going to take to fully tell an entire fleshed out story.
Yeah.
Basically, there's this guy. At first, I thought Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There's this scientist who is very respected.
Yes.
And he also happens to be the shadowy, unknown, almost like an advice columnist, but for supernatural things, or sort of a psychic. Like if you wrote into a psychic, I can't think of anybody who's done that in real life. Not Dear Abby, but if Dear Abby told you your horoscope.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, and this goes to the whole idea that it's like a tiny part of a bigger picture. There was no reason but to even do this, but I guess the pilgrim who wrote the books or whatever is
that was the Dear Abby character.
Yeah, is a woman persona that he takes on for it. Yeah. It's like there was no need for that, but it just makes the story so good. It's got so many little nuances to it.
I'm always looking for themes and stuff, and to me that was like the duality of man. Like he's two different people, right?
Oh, true,
so
yeah.
If he's going to be two different people, might as well really make him two different people.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
There's the history of women being more associated with the occult. And, Blackwood was an occultist after all.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And women, for whatever reason, in our Western society, I don't know about Eastern stuff, but I know in our Western society, the occult, women and the feminine is often rightly or wrongly associated with that. So that could have been why he did that too.
I'm gonna say, you're right.
And so we hear a lot of the story through his assistant, who just loves him for the scientist that he is. And there are only two people that know that he is both this renowned scientist, a man of knowledge, and this person writing these sort of occultist books. Only two people, his assistant and his publisher. And as far as anybody's concerned, they're going to take those secrets to their grave. Nobody will ever know it was the same person, right?
And
but he was
pretty
obsessed.
Much does.
So this dude is obsessed with finding out the ultimate truth, the ultimate answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything. And
little did you know, we figured it out 100 years later.
Right? And he has been given this idea in a dream that he will find out. And hence the name of the story. The man who's about to find out. And it's going to be in the form of tablets. And he gets more and more clues, and he ends up going on a trip where he supposedly finds the tablets. He gets back home, and the assistant doesn't even recognize him. He doesn't even bring half his luggage back. The only thing he brings back is the tablets he found, which apparently are indestructible. And by the way, spoiler alerts, and a translation thereof. But he's a broken man.
He also brings back something that I think we need to renormalize again. Is a portmanteau.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Nobody calls it that anymore, but I think we need to start calling them portmanteaus again.
That word stuck in my head all week.
Obviously, me too.
Because I always thought it was like, I thought a portmanteau was like a word, a type of word, but.
Oh, it is. No, I looked it up for the show.
Oh, it's both.
And there's two,
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So portmanteau is like those trunks that they used to, carry around on trains and stuff.
Yeah,
well, they didn't carry them around.
The ventriloquist dummy would be put in one,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. It's funny because we were on this vacation in Rhode Island. We went to Newport and toured these Gilded Age mansions, and one of the rooms we saw had luggage in it. And I don't know if it's luggage left over from when it was actually, or if they just put it in there to make it look more authentic. But it had actual luggage from back in the day, and I kept walking through going, I wonder how many of these are portmanteaus.
Excuse me, you got to ask your wife because she would tell you.
Oh, she would know. She took a bunch of pictures, so I'll send you some of the pictures of the luggage, and maybe you'll know. I'll ask her. Is that Louis Vuitton? Is that a portmanteau or just your average trunk?
You know what? If she can get them to me in the next day or two, I'll share them with the folks.
So the dude comes back from his trip, and he no longer wants to write the books. He no longer wants to be a scientist. He's just like done. He shuts down the lab, pretty much shuts his life down because he found out. He saw the blazing letters that said, "We apologize for the inconvenience." And unlike Marvin, he was not very satisfied with the answer that he got. Right? And 2 years later, he died. And the two quotes, I just want to read these because Algernon Blackwood, y'all.
Yeah.
But this was only, and then he died after 2 years, and his assistant says, but this was only the death of the body. His spirit had died 2 years before. And to watch the swift decay of the greatest combination of heart and brain he had ever known, and to realize he was powerless to help, was a source of profound grief to him that would remain to the end of his days. It was like, oh, that hit.
Yeah.
That hit, because I was like, that feeling you get when you just want to help, but you just, like, you're powerless to help. And there is a grief that comes with that. Algernon Blackwood has so many levels. And he told his assistant, he's like, whatever you do not read the translation. Do not make a translation. Do not, and in fact, try to destroy these tablets, and do not let anybody know. It's this forbidden knowledge. And Edmondson's Tent had that forbidden knowledge too, right? Where there's knowledge that is so profoundly horrific that even to know it will drive you mad. So dude burns his translation and then goes and finds a hypnotist and says, make me forget.
Yeah. The world-renowned hypnotist who somehow remembers that I remember you liked orange with your tea. So like, why? Why was that? Why are these little details in such a small story? It's just so, it's so awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, so he gets the hypnotist to make me forget everything I've just learned in the past 2 hours. Now, I'm the hypnotist, and I'm like, see, we made the joke about how we would both be the professor. We would have to know the forbidden knowledge.
Yeah.
I also lean, if I were the hypnotist, I'd be like, what happened? Hypnotize him, find out what happened,
yeah.
and then make him forget he even told me, and then I gotta walk around with this awful forbidden. That's how I would have ended the story. But I just love the fact that he sees the after he burns the translation, the ashes are laying in his windowsill, and and they just go out into the, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And or write the sequel where which, by the way, this story's in the public domain, kids. So if you wanted to write a sequel to it, here's an idea. The garbage man finds the indestructible tablets. And
just happens to be studying ancient languages at night.
Yeah, he's working his way through college.
He's studying cryptography, working as a trash man through college. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
The answer, my friend, at that point was blowing in the wind.
The answer was blowing in the wind. All right, Steve. So on a scale of 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, how do you rate?
4. I give it a 4. It was great.
Yep. It's just such. I was teetering on 3, but the fact that it's just such a tightly woven story that builds an entire world in like 5 pages.
I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. I would have written a story that short if I had the rest of my life to do it.
Okay, so I have a comparison. I compared this to Lovecraft's. You haven't read Call of Cthulhu yet, Steve, but I plan on doing I want to do a loose series of the origins and history of cosmic horror, and this The Man Who Found Out is a great example of an early version of cosmic horror. So my question for anybody watching this is if you have any suggestions for like early cosmic horror, let us know down below, because I want to put the list together, kind of maybe like I said, do like a loose series where we touch on it every. Obviously, we're going to cover cosmic horror for the rest of our days, but I want to kind of have like a focus for it.
We're quickly becoming the Cosmic Horror Channel.
Yes, and also while you're down there giving us your suggestions, do us all a huge favor and hit the like and subscribe button and the bell icon, so you get more of our videos. Because we don't want you to miss any of this madness.
Madness.
It's madness, Jerry. All right. So I'm Paul.
Steve.
And the next time you're looking for something to read,
check your Shelfie.